Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. My name is Lori. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and on eBay. I pick up mostly thrifted clothes for a living and I sell them online for a profit. And I love it. I love it so much. And here on my YouTube channel, I share my journey with you. So sometimes I share hauls. That's one of my favorite things to do on this channel. Today, I am sharing with you the first 2 weeks of sales in September of 2020. I am just going to start from the top and go to the end. So from September 1st to September 15th, covers the first 2 weeks in one day of the month. I just divided it in half. If you like what sold videos and this type of content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing. I am approaching 10,000 subscribers and I can't even believe it. So thank you to anybody who has been with me for this ride. Thank you to anybody who is new here and just discovered me and decided to subscribe. I really appreciate it. So let's get into this video. One of the reasons I find what sold videos so valuable to share is because I am a shopper who shops everywhere. I do a little bit of retail arbitrage. That's probably the smallest part of my business. I shop at estate sales where things are slightly higher, or sometimes like higher end consignment stores, which are more like the price that you'll find at like buy sell trade places. I will shop at yard sales and I do the outlets. So I like to share my sales with you because you can really see the range of products that do well, or at least are doing okay for me. And then you'll also see some of the items that aren't doing so well. And I also typically like to share my cost of goods with you, especially on retail arbitrage pieces, because I feel like that is an area that can get you into a little bit of trouble if you go in with the expectation that you're going to get a huge return on some retail arbitrage pieces. Okay, so to kick off September, I sold this We the Free kind of motorcycle lace embellished long sleeve t-shirt for $18. Just like a modest beginning to my month, but I was really happy to move that. I have been pretty generous with my offers on Free People items lately. You'll see that a few of the pieces this month have sold for maybe not what you might expect to get for Free People, or maybe right where you would expect them. But for a long time, I sold Free People at a higher price point, and I'm starting to definitely see it soften. I still love Free People. It's still one of my best-selling brands, and I love to pick it up. I personally love the style of Free People, so I will continue to pick it up, but I'm getting a lot more lenient with my offers and what I'll accept for Free People pieces, and this is a great example. I've had this for a while. I would probably pick this shirt up again for the right price. I wouldn't pay much for it, but the next thing that sold this month was a bundle, and it was a 4-piece bundle that sold for $88. So Poshmark fee was $17.60, so my earnings were $70.40. So I sold a pair of Coach Jolene wedge sandals. I think I paid about $5 for those at Savers. A pair of Nike Air Pegasus. This was a straggler from my buy one get one free sale that I ran at the end of August. So this was somebody who came in on the 1st and I honored the sale. So this Elliott Luca crossbody clutch, I picked up this right when the stores opened in Rhode Island. I picked up this bag. It was new with tag, which is the reason I bought it, and I just really liked the style of it. This wasn't a brand that stuck out to me at all, but I listed it for $38 and it sold in this bundle. And lastly in this bundle was the Steve Madden Southwest fabric boots. In total, the Coach wedges, the Nike Air Pegasus, the purse, and the Steve Madden boot sold for $88. Next up was this sweater, this vintage sweater shop ski wool sweater. This looked like a sweater that maybe employees wore. It's definitely vintage. I picked it up at a rummage sale last October, so I've had this for a year. And I started really high on this because it was such a unique sweater. I didn't really know where I would land. And it got a decent amount of attention. I wouldn't say a lot. In the end, I received an offer for $35 after it had been listed for a very, very long time. I would definitely pick this up again. I think I paid $3 for this at the rummage sale. And I think moving forward, if I got a piece like this, you never know with unique pieces, but maybe I would start it more like at $60 as opposed to like the $99 I think I started it at. So I definitely listed this high not knowing, and it sold for $35. Next up was, this was not retail arbitrage, but it was new with tags, this Nike side zip long sleeve training shirt. It sold for $40. I want to say I paid $8 for this, but it was new with tag and it ended up selling for $40. This had been around for a fair amount of time. I don't know if I would pick it up again for that price. It kind of sat for a while, but still not a bad flip. Next up was this long and lean unstructured wool blend knit blazer, and I believe this was from Banana Republic. I did give discounted shipping on this as well, so this sold on an offer. It sold for $32 and my earnings were $23.48. This says that I paid $2 for this Banana Republic, and BB I think stands for Boston Bins, which have been closed for a while. Blazers have been selling for me more than ever. They're very trendy for this fall, and I've just been excited to see them moving because they tend to bring $30+ in sales. So I've been happy to see so many sell. Next up is this Vineyard Vine full zip track performance jacket that sold for $35. And this was given to me by one of my daughter's friends who was cleaning out her closet. She gave me a bunch of Vineyard Vines, like extra small and small pieces. So $35 is great. Vineyard Vines can be kind of slow, but I am from the Northeast. It's kind of a big brand around here, having Nantucket Island, Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod. It's a big brand with like the preppy people around here. So it does okay. It does all right, especially in the summer. I anticipate my Vineyard Vine sales will probably slow down a little bit in the fall, but for a summer brand, it's great. Next up was this Love Notes ribbed bell sleeve A-line tunic that I spelled Tunice, T-U-N-I-C-E. Good job, Lori. Sold for $19. And this was actually from my closet. And yeah, I was happy with that. Next up was this dress by Rebecca Taylor, the pink Aurora strapless dress. I am so hesitant to pick up strapless dresses, and they do end up sitting for a while for me. I picked this up, gosh, I want to say not this summer, last summer at a thrift store in Cape Cod, and I don't think I paid more than $5 or $6. I definitely had this listed higher. Rebecca Taylor is one of those designer brands that is great quality, beautiful pieces, super high retail value, not the best resale value. I still move her pieces, but I just have to be conservative about what I think I'm going to get for her stuff. And this was actually an older tag, older style, strapless, all that stuff. So $35, I was actually really happy. It was a size 2. Next up was this Volcom Dalton hooded sweatshirt in asphalt black. This was, I believe, given to my son Anthony, and then he never wore it. I think my mother-in-law bought it for him. It sold for $25, new with tag. I was happy with that. That's all profit. Next was this Lululemon Carry and Go cropped hoodie in black. This I picked up pretty inexpensive at, I think, Savers. I think I paid $5 for it, but it was definitely an older Lululemon piece. It had some fading and all that stuff. So $35, I was happy with that. I think I listed it at $50 or $55. Oh my gosh, I am dying. So I live very close to an apple orchard. Cars drive by my house all day long because they think it's an exit, but we are not a throughway. And so all day long, I just see these cars drive up my street and leave my street. And it's like from now until Columbus Day. I digress. See, now this is a good example of retail arbitrage. I would not pick this up again. So I picked up these Under Armour mid-season wool blend camo pants. I picked them up at TJ Maxx and they were on sale, but not like a crazy sale. But the price tag on them was something insane. So I had them listed like a little over $100 for a long time and they didn't sell. And then I got a lot of lowball offers this fall, like as September hit, I got a couple lowball offers. I ended up selling them for $50. I would not purchase these again at that price. Under Armour as a brand is struggling. I don't sell a ton of it. It's not really my thing. Some people, comment below if you do well with Under Armour. I think eBay might be a better place for Under Armour. I spent $24 on it or $25. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $40, so I didn't even double my money on this. This was not a good investment. Next up is this J. Crew Always Cotton roll neck sweater. I think I sold one of these sweaters last month. Last month I sold a vintage one roll neck sweater, but I love the cotton roll neck sweaters from J. Crew. People from my generation know, like when I was in high school and college, that roll neck sweater was really in fashion. Next up was this Free People ruby lace mini dress in mauve. This was retail arbitrage, but this I think did pretty well for me. I think I had it listed for $85 and I took a $65 offer. Such a pretty dress. Okay, next up was this BB silk tank top. I'm sure I picked this up at the bins. It's a mulberry silk floral V-neck blouse in an extra, extra small. It sold for $21. Takes up no room, picked it up at the bins. Next piece I would say is my first by Felicia big time. These Zara floral ankle joggers, and I don't even know why these were so cute. I've had them for so long, and in the end they ended up selling for only $13. I was seriously like, oh my gosh, please take these. I was so thrilled when I got an offer. I think I had them listed at $18, and honestly, there are very few items. As much as I have a ton of items between $25 and $35 in my closet, I have very few that I would bother to list under $20 for me. I believe I had these at $18 for a while, and I did not give discounted shipping, I will say that. So at least they sold for $13. I probably made about $3 or $4 on those. September 7th, we're getting there. We're about halfway through. These Kamek Momentum black faux fur winter boots in a size 6. I've had these a while. These were like brand new. This is not a brand that I pick up. This may be one of maybe 2 times that I've picked up this brand. I got a $20 offer. I think I had them listed at $32. They've been around for a while. They take up some room. These were definitely a bins pickup, so $20, I was happy with that. Next up is this Cabby satin faux fur reversible vest in a size large. This was mine. I went through a phase with my girlfriends in town when our kids were little. One of our friends sold Cabby, and I spent so much money on Cabby parties back in the day. And this, I'm sure I paid like $125 for, and I sold it for $30, but I was happy about that because at this point it's all profit. It's a nice champagne color. I loved it. This Ralph Lauren cranberry wool blend blazer. I had a case opened up on this one. It's like a cranberry, like a deeper shade. And I say that it's cranberry in my description. This was my mother-in-law's. It was given to me. I had it listed for $65. I took a $45 offer on it. The woman opened up a case and said, the blazer is in wonderful condition, but I was expecting more of a red based on the pictures, but it's more like a wine. And then she included like a really dark photo. Well, I do edit my pictures, and red is one of those colors that we have to be really careful with because I feel like depending on your lighting, it can really alter the color. So I'm very careful with what I pick up. I don't even pick up a lot of red, but I did say like a deep shade of cranberry in my description. So I never said it was like a fire engine red or cherry red. I said it was cranberry. These were edited with Pick Tap Go. I don't always respond to the comments unless I have something to add for a case. And in this situation, all I said was, I'm so sorry you're not happy with your purchase. I did indicate in the listing that it was a cranberry color, implying that it was a deeper shade of red. That's all I said. Poshmark actually ruled in my favor and did not honor the return. One of those cases where the more descriptive words you can use, the better. Had I called this red and not like deep cranberry, I probably would have lost that case. Or sometimes if you don't include measurements and people say, this feels like a large, even though it indicates that it's a medium. The more information you provide, the more you cover your tail. Here we go, another Vineyard Vines piece that sold. This was also from my closet. I went through a phase where 2 of my children were really into Vineyard Vines, and I liked it a lot too. And for local people, they used to do these, maybe they still do, I'm just not in tune with them, but they used to do these big warehouse sales. And I used to go to these old mills in Lowell, Mass. And my girlfriend and I would go and we would buy so much Vineyard Vines because it was so expensive. You couldn't really find it on sale like 4 or 5 years ago like you can now. I bought this sweater there for myself, and it's a beautiful sweater. So yeah, so I sold this, and it was an extra large. It sold for $35. Wonderful. Next up is this Athleta Charcoal Heather Super Soft Luxe Pose Wrap. This had been around for longer than I would have liked. Athleta is like that for me. I would definitely pick this up again. It was like kind of a cocoon style wrap, really cute. I don't know why it sat around for so long. I think I may have had this priced at like $45, $49, and it sold for $31. These were a little bit of a buy, Felicia. I'm sure I picked these up at the bins. They're Banana Republic Sloane Fit ankle pants in a size 10. I sold them on an offer for $15. So a couple reasons why I would not pick these up again. I don't like to photograph black pants unless they are a brand at this point that is going to bring me a lot of money. I might pass on a lot of black pants now. Like I was just putting bags together for ThredUp and for consignment store, and I can't tell you how many pairs of just good black pants that I pulled. I probably wouldn't pick them up again, but I do want to say one really good pro about these pants is that they're the Sloane fit. This may be common knowledge, but if you buy a brand that has like the Drew fit, I think is the limited, and then the Sloane fit from Banana Republic, if you're buying a pant that has a specific name that people have been wearing for a long time. I actually just sold last week a pair of Express Editor pants. So there are certain styles of mall brands that people have been wearing for years, and they know they fit their body, and they'll buy them again and again and again. I would probably pick these up in like a charcoal gray at the bins, maybe not black. Moving on, this Frye leather ring hobo cognac leather bag. Oh, I love this bag. I actually own a very similar version I bought at the same time when I purchased this one. This is a case of retail arbitrage that I would buy again all day long. These were a markdown at Marshall's, and they got marked down to $59, and I noticed everything around them was not marked down that much. And there were even other Frye bags that had been marked to like 79 and 89, but none at 59. So I bought two. Kind of wish I had bought more. I kept one and I sold one. So let's do the math. For $150, 20% would be $30 that Poshmark got. That brought my price down to $120. I paid $59, and in cases like this with retail arbitrage, you know I like to double my money. That is almost exactly doubling my money, going from $59 to $120. So that was perfect. I just finished the course that is put out by Kreithchele. I highly recommend it. I'm actually going to do a video on ThredUp, and I will put my affiliate link in the description. But I learned through that video, among other things, that Frye is, I think, ThredUp's top selling brand, or one of their top selling brands. So I was really contemplating whether or not I should pull this and send it to ThredUp. I think the retail on this bag was $398, and I think I had it at like $199. I think I might have listed it at half off or $179, something like that, and I got the $150 offer. So the timing of this was interesting because I was thinking about sending it to ThredUp, and I noticed that a lot of people on ThredUp had it listed for like $249. I don't know. I'm sure it would have sold on ThredUp, but I ended up selling it on my own. I'm really starting to look very differently at the clothes in my closet after taking this course. And it's not like the information in this course is stuff that we couldn't get on our own. I always say like Google is a magical thing, but I am really, really tight on time right now. And the more efficient I can be with my time, the better. And so I have sent things out to ThredUp before, and my return hasn't been great. So it was worth it to me to take this class. So right now the class is, I think, $147. She's coming out with a third version as of October 1st, and the price is going to go up to $247. So if you get the course now, you'll save $100, and you will have access to every new release she does. So you will have this course forever with every update that comes out. I would recommend it if you're somebody who just likes to get to the point. You know, you could probably do a lot of research, but I had made mistakes before and I didn't want to do it again. So that's my little plug for that class. It's really good. The next thing that sold was a bundle, and this sold for $58, and I gave a shipping discount. Stitch Fix Market and Spruce lace front gray top was in this bundle. Probably wouldn't pick this piece up again, maybe at the bins. That had been around for a long time. This Love Tree oversized slouchy V-neck sweater. I actually wore this in one of my hauls and I loved it. I just wanted to kind of like let it go. I had that listed for $28. And then this other shirt was from my own closet. This Abs Alan Schwartz Today Was a Good Day tee. I always love that t-shirt. When I did my Marie Kondo method, which I can link that above, I went through my entire wardrobe and cleaned everything out, and anything that I just wasn't wearing, I let go. So that was one of the things. So two of these items were mine, and one was a really old piece that had been in my closet for a while. So $58 for this bundle with discounted shipping made me quite happy. Okay, next up, I believe this must have been Rocco's, this Kids Nike Swoosh Dry Fit two-tone hoodie. I want to say this was like a full price sale, or I had it listed for $24 and somebody offered me $20. I was really happy with that. Next sale is a retail arbitrage sale that worked out. It was a full price sale. these Lucky brand leather Delcia mules, and I thought they were so cute, so well done. I paid $15 for them and I listed them for $50 and they were a full price sale. So that was fantastic. Next up was this Goodnight Macaroon mock neck ribbed sweater. I loved this sweater. It was such nice quality. I purchased this at one of my favorite thrift stores when I was shopping with my friend Hope when she was up visiting. All the sweaters at the store are $5.99 and this sold for $32 within a day or two. This was a super fast flip. And just this nice camel colored sweater, very timeless. So I was really happy with that sale. I want to do an entire Bolo brand video. So I'm just working on different brands that have really stood out to me. There's this brand called Brook There. And it is a minimalist lingerie brand that's made with organic cotton. Just beautiful. I saw these 3 bras come out on a new rack and there was just something about them. They were super simple, but they were really pretty. They were $1.99 each. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy all 3 of them and just maybe I'll bundle them and see how it does. Like I looked up the comps really quickly and the comps were surprisingly good, like $25 to $30 each for these little tiny bras. We researched them when we got home and Hope was helping me and we discovered that each one of these bras sells for $56 a piece. And I got a lot of attention on this. So this ended up being a canceled sale. I had to cancel it. I sold 2 of these bras for $40. I think I had them marked at $35 a piece. They retail for $56. They were brand new without tag. And she offered me $40. So I think I countered at $50. So they would have been listed for $70. She offered me $40. I countered at $50. She came back and just sent me a private message and said, I'm hoping you will reconsider my $40 offer. These are currently on sale on the website, a 3-pack for $88. So good to know, right? Because they're typically $50 a piece or $56 a piece. So I wrote back and I said, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I will, I would be happy to take the $40. I paid $4 for 2 bras. So I took the offer. Of course, because this is the way things always happen, I go back later and I noticed that I had sold one of the bras for full price for $35 or $36 on eBay earlier in the day for 1 bra. If you cancel a sale on eBay, it really reflects badly on your seller standards. Poshmark does not have those standards, for better or for worse. I felt terrible, but it had already sold on the other platform earlier in the day, and I just didn't catch it because I'm always so in tune with Poshmark, which is a problem. I just need to branch out more on eBay. I ended up having to cancel this, and I offered her $20 for the one that didn't sell, and she's like, actually, the color that sold was what I wanted even more. So unfortunately, I canceled that order, but it did sell for full price the same day, one of the bras on eBay for $35. So Brook There, definitely be on the lookout for that. This next sale is another brand that I had never picked up before, but looked at it and I said, this is going to sell fast. It's Cotopaxi. It's very much like an REI Patagonia style brand, and I love this rust color. I think I paid $9.99 for this, and it sold for $65 within a week. The next item that I picked up, not a brand I pick up a lot. I picked these up because these were new with tag. These are 7 for All Mankind, navy rinsed, like air, slim modern trouser. They sell their jeans for $6.99 at this store. And as you know, 7 for All Mankind have a very expensive price tag. And aside from their dojo jeans, which I've never sold, I don't know how well they do. I don't pick them up very often, but I decided to pick these up. I believe I listed them for $50 and I got a $40 offer overnight within days, like 2 days, and I was thrilled. So off they went. That was a great sale and a really quick flip. My next sale was this really pretty fringe blazer. I loved this blazer. The photographs came out great. It was just a boutique brand, Everly Lagerfield tweed fringe jacket. And it was new with tag. I remember, I think when I bought it, I didn't realize it was new with tag, and then realized either at the register or when I got home. I love when that happens. Don't you love when that happens? So this was new with tag. I've had this for probably a good 6 months, but again, blazers are starting to sell. This sold for $38. This piece in this sale is very similar to like that BB silk tank top. This is a Theory floral pattern silk tank top. This was also one of those pieces that I would not have paid more than like $3 for a tank top, but it was Theory and it sat around for a while, but it ended up selling on a $26 offer. So I was thrilled with that. And also it's really nice if you sell on a platform like eBay where you can offer, you know, this silk blouse on eBay, I could have done free shipping for or charged $1.99 for shipping. And, you know, selling something like this on Poshmark where people have to pay $7 to ship it, it's kind of a bummer. Like t-shirts and things like that, I really struggle with on Poshmark unless they're part of a bundle, just given the $7.11 shipping price that people have to pay. It's kind of lousy. So as I'm moving things over to eBay, I am paying close attention to move over lightweight things to eBay, or certain brands, of course, do better on eBay. And I tend to keep a lot of my heavy boots and things like that on Poshmark just because it's so easy to ship heavy articles on Poshmark and not have to worry about shipping. That's when the shipping works to your advantage and to the advantage of your buyer. My next sale was another full price sale that I was really excited about. It was this 1990s Reebok nylon fanny pack bag. And I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, someone is going to love that. I think I paid about $3 for this and it sold for full asking price of $35, which is interesting because I had several likes on this piece. And I had sent out offers, I believe as low as $25 or $22 with discounted shipping. So when it sold full price, I was super happy about that. Next up, I was really happy about this sale as well because I paid up for this just because I loved this bag. I was shopping in Cambridge at a place called the Garment District, if anybody is watching who is from the area. Really hip place that has a lot of vintage pieces. They're also a costume store. It's like one of those thrift stores, like if you're in Cambridge, you have to visit the Garment District. It's incredible. They do have a designer section. I picked up this Rebecca Minkoff the Morning After bag, which is her signature style, this leather bag in red, and I paid $20 for it. I'm still sitting on some of the bags that I got from that one thread up designer purchase that I made, but the one bag that has sold from that thread up box where I got like 9 bags was my Rebecca Minkoff bag. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this out. And I sold it for $60 and I believe it may have been to a viewer. So thank you if you purchased that bag. Next one was a really good retail arbitrage sale. It was this Rachel Zoe sheer leopard kimono. So Rachel Zoe is one of those brands that a lot of people don't buy because they say it doesn't sell. I picked this kimono up at TJ Maxx for $7. I bought 2. One was a slightly different style that I decided to keep, and I picked this one up and I thought, I'm just gonna list it. If it doesn't sell, I'll keep it myself because your girl loves a good kimono. I think I listed this for $50 and I got a $40 offer on this. I think that's what happened. But anyways, nonetheless, great return on that. This sale made me very happy, and it's not because it was a high price sale. It's because I had never found Show Me Your Muumuu in all of my travels. I don't think it's a big brand in the Northeast. Jenna from Empty Hanger finds it all the time, and she's in Atlanta. I don't find it at all up here. I was so excited when I found this robe, and I got home, and I can't tell you how many people said, oh, that was in the Fit Fab Fun. That's not gonna sell. That's gonna sit forever. And I was so sad because I knew when I picked it up, it was from Fit Fab Fun because I did look at the comps, but I didn't care. The place where I bought it, the robes were $3.99. So I said, I'm getting it. I don't care. And sure enough, it sold for $25 and I was really happy. It was actually a decent return on a $4 investment. Ralph Lauren Croc pattern tassel leather loafers. These sold for $35. They were brand new, but they weren't retail arbitrage. I think I picked those up like at a Savers or something. I probably paid somewhere between $5 and $8 for those. That was a decent return. I think I had them priced at $49 or $50, but they had been hanging around, so happy to see those go. This next pair of jeans, these Pistola Distressed Stevie Flare jeans made in the USA, but these were really cute. I was happy with that $26 sale. Next up, this was retail arbitrage, online retail arbitrage. I got these Lilly Pulitzer elephant phone critter charms. I paid $5 a piece for them, and I think I bought 5 of them. They're teeny tiny. They stick kind of like one of these pop things on the back of your phone. But Lilly just isn't, for me, what it used to be, but they're new with tag. I've sold a couple. I list them at $28 or $30. This one sold for $27. I was happy about that. Next up was this Bowden Arabella wonderful crew neck sweatshirt. I've been definitely focusing on loungewear, sweatshirts, athletic wear, cozy stuff, right? It's been said several times, but my mom called me this morning and she was so cute. She's like, I was watching the news and they did a fashion report and they were saying that pajama sales are up 135%. And I said, that does not surprise me at all. And she's like, anything with an elastic waistband is selling. And I said, I can relate to that. I picked up this sweatshirt. It was I think it was $4 and I bought it at the Labor Day sale at Savers, so I paid only $2 for it and it sold in a day for $20. Next up was a bundle and it sold for $42. It was an American Eagle slouchy open front ribbed cardigan, sweatshirts, sweaters, and denim. Those are like my favorite things to pick up from American Eagle. And then this Free People Auntie M thermal peplum stripe top, which was such a buy, Felicia. I cannot even tell you. Brick background, means 2 years ago in October. I've had this for 2 years. So $29. Would I pick that up again? I would probably not pick that up again. Maybe at the bins because I'm a sucker for Free People and I'm a liar if I say that I'm not. So I do pass on Free People so much more than I used to. I paid $5.99 for the sweater. I don't even know what I paid for the shirt. I'm guessing about $5 or $6. So say I'm in for 11 or 12 and the bundle sold for $42. This is a retail arbitrage purchase. That was not good. I've had a lot of examples of retail arbitrage in these sales. So I do partake in retail arbitrage, but it's not always good. And I don't know that I'm good enough at it. When I say I loved this coat, I loved this coat so much, I bought 5 of them in different sizes and I paid $45 a piece. I kept one. This, I believe, is the first one that I've sold and it sold for $85. So once Poshmark takes their fees of $17, that means my earnings are $68. You subtract $45 and it means I made $23 on this coat and I bought 5 of them. So I guess 4 because I kept one because I think the coat is amazing. It's this utility camo coat in like all these beautiful neutral light colors. I mean, this coat is the best. I love it. I have it listed for $125. This sold for $85. You can't be careful enough with retail arbitrage. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. Be careful who you're listening to, who aren't sharing cost of goods, because like as I'm saying right now, that cost me $45 and I only made $23 on that. So you may be watching and saying, I've never sold anything for $85. But I only made $23 on it. You could sell a pair of American Eagle jeans for $30 that you picked up at the bins and profit more than me on that piece. That's why I love What Sold videos, because you can really get, I feel like everything comes into focus and you can really see, you know, where things are at. I don't know if I'll always share my cost of goods. Recently, I've gotten like a few comments that have kind of left a bad taste in my mouth from people based on like what I've sold things for and what I paid for things. You know, I just like to share the journey with you. And sometimes there's all that excitement of buying something low and selling high, or the disappointment of paying a lot and then not getting a huge return on it. But generally, I do like to share with you. So that was not a great investment. But who knows, maybe the other 3 that I have left will sell for $125 and then they'll be a great investment. Maybe it's just the season now that they'll sell. Next up, this was a really good flip. I got these Zara knee-high leather-heeled boots, new with tag, for $1 at Salvation Army when I went on a Monday morning and I knew this color was going to change and I knew there was a rack of Zara stuff. And I went in and I got these boots for $1. I had them listed at $100. They had a ton of attention and I kept sending offers for $80 with discounted shipping, $80 with free shipping, and I ended up selling them on an $80 offer. So no shipping discount. That was an incredible profit. Next up was this Lauren Conrad sheer ruffle side floral kimono. This sold for $19. Lauren Conrad, I would put in the same category as like Universal Thread from Target, or some Old Navy pieces, or like Wild Fable from Target, where they have a really great trendy style, but the price point is just not there. So sometimes I'll pick up those brands just on style for the right price because they do make such cute things. So this is one of those items. Next up are these Nike Dry Fit Nylon running shorts. Again, if I can find these for like $1 or $2, I'll pick them up. Same with like Nike Pros, because they usually sell pretty consistently between $15 and $20. So these were a size small, they sold for $15. This next bundle also sold to a viewer. It was a great little bundle. It had 2 Jimi Hendrix t-shirts and a Catherine Melodrino alpaca blend sweater, which was so beautiful. And I received in one of the B&G kits that I recently got. I won a 25-piece B&G trading kit from Denali in a giveaway. Thank you, Denali. And it was awesome. And then I also became an affiliate with them and I received a 10-item affiliate box. I never link them in my description. I'm a bad affiliate. I will put my affiliate code in the description if anybody is interested in purchasing from B&G Trading. I've had some success with the pieces that I was sent. Text message from my daughter. I'm getting really cold here and I didn't bring a lot of fall clothes because I was convinced that we were going to be sent home. Could you send me some more stuff? Of course, Angie, I will send you lots of fall clothes. I can go shopping in my basement. Have any of your kids been sent home for COVID? We were not sure how Penn State was going to do, but now we are all these weeks in and they seem to be going strong. So that bundle sold for $75. Thank you for your purchase. And moving on, here's another Free People piece that sold. So again, it's still a good selling brand for me, but this Free People striped oversized hooded cardigan sweater sold for $30. I believe I had this marked at $55, so quite a bit of a discount. I think I sent an offer and she countered with $30. This next piece that sold, this was one of my fails when I went shopping with Hope. I got all excited because I found this new with tag Reese blouse with all this like pleating right here with these little gold beads that went through. Absolutely beautiful blouse. The price tag was $199. I paid $6.99. I was filming when I picked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a score. I'm gonna list it for $60, $75. I'm gonna sell it for $50. I got home. There was a little hole in the back, like where the tag was in the back. There was another hole down where there must have been a sensor at some point. And then half of the beads were missing because the string that connected all the beads in the pleat had been cut. So only like half of the beads were there. And I'm taking these pictures and I'm like, Lori, you should just donate this. This is such an epic fail. Just put it in the trash. And I was like, no. I am just going to be very upfront about all the flaws and I'm just going to list this. So I listed it for $25. It got a ton of attention and I'm sure people were like, wow, new with tag, $195 for just $25. And then they clicked on it and read my description and were like, no, peace out, I don't want this. But somebody sent me a $20 offer and I was so happy to take that offer. So actually, this was quite a fast flip. I only made $9 on it because it sold for $20, so then I was left with $16. I paid $7, so I only made $9, but hey, I more than doubled my money on a severely damaged piece of clothing. That was one of my most exciting sales of the month, and I only made $9. I'm on September 14th, so just a couple more. Thank you so much if you're still with me. If you're having a good time, hit that like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I hope you're enjoying yourself. These mohair fingerless gloves, I'm pretty sure these were a bins pickup. I've had them for a very long time, but they sold on a $19 offer. I think I may have given discounted shipping on this, but this was great. Like, I was really happy with $19. This next thing that I sold, these are Joe boxer shorts, which is a Kmart brand. And they're a black and yellow pair of shorts with a smiley face on them. I bought these at a yard sale. They were new with tags. Somebody had like a bunch of Kmart and Staples like excess inventory, new with tag. I think I bought 6 of these, so I spent $6. This is the last set to sell. I had them priced at $18 at one point, and then I lowered them to $15. I sold a couple at $18, but the bulk of them sold between $12 and $15, and I had 6 of them. Say on average they sold for $12. So I made $72 in sales on these little pairs of boys underwear from Kmart. So, you know, you can never discount things. And what was cool about this is it was a multi quantity listing. One listing, super easy to take these pictures. They didn't take up a lot of space, and I made over $70 in sales on a $6 investment. So, you know, they've been with me for a while, but that was the last pair and I sold them for $9. Okay, next up were these Lucky Brand black leather Vevina, am I saying that right? Platform clogs in a size 7. These sold for just $30. I feel like this was one of those pairs of shoes that kept getting attention. I kept sending offers, and in the end, I ended up taking a $30 offer. I think if I just didn't focus on sending so many offers, I wouldn't have been so frustrated by these shoes. So I haven't had them for a long time. So $30 isn't bad, but I felt like these were really beautiful shoes. I would have liked to have gotten $40 for them. I'm gonna start a challenge in the month of October. I'm gonna try to do like a theme every month. So in the month of October, it's going to be my cross post theme. I'm sorry I'm going like off topic here in this already long video, but I'm going to give you a quick version. I feel like I've been spending a ton of time, or I spend on a daily basis a lot of time sending offers to likers. I think offers to likers are great. I would say about 30% of my sales come in from offers to likers. So it's a significant part of my business. However, I'm wondering if the time that I spend sending offers to likers every day was spent cross-posting, if I would see a difference in my sales. And I think the answer is yes, because I'm not cross-posting much at all. I'm committing in the month of October, if anybody wants to join me, I'll talk about it more in another video, to doing 7 cross listings per day. And I'm just gonna send offers to likers a little less frequently. And by that, I mean, maybe I'll do it 2 or 3 times a day, because I'm one of those, like, I see it and within 15 minutes, I send it, typically. And I think if I just take a step away from sending so many offers to likers and focus on cross-posting, I think it might be an interesting result. So that's gonna be a little experiment I do in the month of October, if you'd like to join me on that. These next pair of pants I sold, they're Anthropology black Walton wide leg knit trousers. These were really cute, nice stretchy material. And I do want to say that I've started to decline a couple offers lately, and my good friend Courtney over at Common Tags has no qualms with declining, and I respect Courtney so much, and so I've been giving it some thought. Her theory is that if people want to purchase, they will come up in price, and some people will lowball you to begin with just to test the waters and see if you'll accept an offer. And so what I've been doing lately is I think I'll counter like once or twice, or, you know, sometimes I don't always counter with my best, but I've been getting some really low ball offers. So say I have an item listed at $40 and they'll offer me $18. And then I come back and I'll come down to like 32 or 30. And then if they come back with like 19 or 20 and I've come down $10, I'm now declining those offers. And I have to say, Courtney, if you're watching, I am amazed at the people who, once I decline, they come back with an offer. I think I've always had like I've been operating out of like a fear mentality, like, well, I don't want to decline because then it like eliminates my possibility for a sale. Maybe it does. So I don't always decline right away. Sometimes I'll give a very snarky counter. So if I have something listed at 50 and they offer me 15, I'll counter with like 49, you know, something like that. But then, you know, I'll give it like a back and forth once or twice to see, but I'm all done doing the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like, and these Anthropology pants were one of those, I believe, where I just declined because the buyer didn't come up, and still no offense taken. It's more of a time sucker to me now. So I'll just decline and move on. So let me know your thoughts on that. It's been something I've been toying with a little bit, and I have to say I've been pleasantly surprised by the results. It happened also just yesterday. I had an American Eagle tie-dye t-shirt. I had it priced at $25 and the person offered me $9. So I came down immediately to like 18 or 17 and they came back with 11. So I declined it. And then they came up to $14 like 2 days later, and I was like, whatever, it's an American Eagle t-shirt. I took the $14 offer, but you know, she started at 9, only came up to 11, and then finally came up to 14. So those are the things that I'm toying with. you know, your business will evolve the longer you do it. I may change things again, but the decline thing, it's been a little empowering for me. This vintage Nassau Bahamas shirt, this is another one that I declined. It ended up selling for $18, and I think I had it priced at $28. And yeah, it sold for $18, but I also declined. This one was a real lowball offer too. So it's kind of working actually. I can think of 3 sales off the top of my head that happened with. This Few Moda Blush Pom-Pom Ribbed Cardigan. This was again, something from my B&G trading box. I'm glad I have a couple things that I can show you as a sample if it's something you're thinking of buying. I listed this at $40 and I received a $30 offer, which I thought was great. That was new with tags, super cute with these little pom-pom buttons. Okay, 3 more items and then we're done. We're on September 15th right now. This Calvin Klein open cardigan rhinestone trim like bolero sweater. This sold for $26. I am certain I picked this up at the bins. I thought it was really cute. I anticipated selling this around the holidays. It was just like a nice sweater to put on to dress something up. I was thrilled to sell it now for $26. That was great. Next up are these Everlane slouchy chino pants in khaki size 0. They are cropped and pleated with a high waist. I picked these up for maybe $3 at the Labor Day sale. I haven't had them long. They sold within a week. I listed them for $32. There was a little pleat in the back that the stitching had loosened on, which I did note, so I was a little bit more generous with this. But Everlane is one of those brands that I think everybody who knows it loves it. It's a quality, sustainable brand and people love it. So it's usually a very fast flip, and sometimes you can get a lot for it, but you can usually count on a relatively quick flip for Everlane with nice pieces. I have a t-shirt that I've had forever, and this is my last sale, another Free People piece. This was one of those thermal high-low scoop neck We the Free long sleeve shirts. It sold for $23. So that wraps up the sales for the first 2 weeks of September. Drum roll, let's get a total on everything for you. Sometimes the end of these videos are my favorite because I kind of go over all of my stats. So in total, from September 1st to September 15th of 2020, on Poshmark alone, I do have direct sales and I did sell just like 2 or 3 things on eBay, but on Poshmark alone, I sold $2,040 worth of merchandise in 15 days. That broke down to 55 sales, which also included bundles. So my average sale price was $37.09. But if I extract all of the pieces that were in the bundles, I sold 66 individual items. So if I take that same $2,040 and divide it by 66, my average selling price per item was $32.38. I thought it was fun to note the brands that I sold multiples of. So basically, if I sold more than one, I'm going to count it. And the brands include Vineyard Vines, Anthropology, Free People, Zara, Banana Republic, and Lucky Brand. So I sold at least 2 of all of those brands, which I thought was fun to note. My highest selling item was that Frye bag, which was new with tag. It sold for $150 with $59 investment. That was not, however, my highest profit. My highest profit for the month on an individual sale were those Zara leather knee-high boots that I paid $1 for and they sold for $80. So once Poshmark took their $16 fee and you took out the $1 that I paid for them, I was left with $73 profit. My lowest sale were those cute little smiley face boxer shorts from Kmart that sold for $9. One thing I do want to go over, and this is more for myself, as I just mentioned, I try to sell at least $150 per day on average, and I'm trying to up that. So if I had $2,040 in sales, I'm going to divide that by 15 days because we went over 15 days. So my average daily sales are $136. So a little bit lower than where I want them to be to reach my annual financial goals, which I can share. I think I've shared it before. I'm trying to get to $50,000 in sales on Poshmark in a year. And it doesn't look like I'm on track for that. but that's where my goal is. So that's why I'm trying to up it for Q4 to see if I can get closer to that goal. That's information that I personally watch closely. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to join me with the cross-listing challenge that we're going to do in October. I will link all of my affiliate things below, my Vendoo affiliate link, the B&G trading, and the ThreadUp course, all those things. I apologize if you've asked me and I haven't gotten back to you on those, so I'll link them in this. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe on your way out, leave a comment below, and have the best night ever. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.